Welcome to EDEC 500, week 2. I have to admit something to you. My welcome video and our video for week 1 were things I recorded earlier in the summer, and I used them so I could make sure I got this class launched in time, as I'm also getting ready for the start of my school year and getting all of my teachers and students ready to go. So I start on Monday, so please say a little prayer for me that that goes smoothly. Today I have a verse for you that is something I kind of keep on the bulletin board in my office. And it's from Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. So God has a very important presence in my life, and resting on the fact that He is always with me. He is my creator, the creator of my students, of our world, of our families, um, just gives me that peace that I'm not doing this alone, that I do have a maker and someone who is greater than me. And so taking that moment to just be still. I know we don't have many moments in our days where we can do that, but just be still and rest in His presence is really valuable to me. This week, you're going to be digging into kind of the history of early childhood education and the theorists. I always find the study of theories is not always a topic that everyone's eager about, but it's so interesting to me to look back on history to see where early childhood kind of developed the view that people had of young children. And as early as the 1600s, we saw that parents were really influential in their child's life, just as they are right now. Parents are often viewed as the child's first teacher. Children learn by doing, and they learn through play. And so that is nothing new. It's amazing to me that there are still educators that don't know that or don't practice it. I hope you're doing that in your classroom. We're going to be talking about Frederick Frabel, who is the founder of kindergarten. Later on, you might be writing about him, so pay attention to him because he really has been influential in what we do today in early childhood education. John Dewey, learning by doing. And I think for myself and probably for you as well, I do much better when I learn through hands-on experiences. If I'm going to learn to cook, I might watch a cooking show, and that's very engaging for me, but to actually get my hands dirty and get in the kitchen is when I learn the most and learn the best. The same applies to young children. We're going to be looking at Erikson, Piaget, and Vygotsky. So you're going to be utilizing those 3 theorists in your assignment for this week. Erikson focused on social emotional development. Piaget, cognitive development, and Vygotsky was looking at that social and cultural development. Vygotsky is one of my favorite theorists, so we'll talk about him more this session. And looking at how education, too, has changed, of making sure that we were addressing diversity, poverty, those children with disabilities, looking at just teacher qualifications and making sure that teachers are being evaluated according to a criteria. So we know that teachers are being effective in how they educate and deliver information to young children. Now we talk more about, I find since COVID, social emotional learning. And so SEL seems to have popped up all over the place. And it's nothing new because early childhood educators have been focused on social and emotional development for a long time, but actually having curriculum that's published, a lot of children's picture books that focus on social and emotional learning, that really has become prevalent and not neglected in education of children of all ages. With your discussion board, you're going to be talking a little bit about theorists and practices, and then letting us know which one of those theorists really resonates with you. And maybe it's someone that you would achieve and look towards becoming like that person, or maybe it's someone that you already admire or have similar viewpoints. Um, your assignment number 2, you're going to be creating a timeline. And the timelines, I know it doesn't seem like a fun activity, but I love looking at the timelines that you create. There's so many great templates that you can follow along with how it's already laid out, and you just insert your information. So look in some of those recommended sources, because if you went to like a Canva, you type in timeline and look at what they consider an infographic, it gives you a few different varieties that you can just edit and then upload. So utilize some of those resources to kind of help you lay that timeline out. Make sure that you're including references. So if you're utilizing our textbook or online resources to create that timeline, then make sure that you're adding those resources into your reference sheet. So make sure that's attached. Other than that, I hope that you'll reach out to me if you have questions or concerns or just need clarification of any kind of assignment. I'll try to keep posting some things in that announcement section um, of Canvas so you are able to kind of get some updates. Sometimes your peers will ask questions that I realize everyone needs the answer to, and that's where I'll post those answers. So God's blessings on your week. I pray that those of you that are starting school or have started school, that things are going smoothly. So far, so good, right? All right, take care.